Imagine waking up one day and the sun is just gone. Not hidden behind the clouds, not blocked by a storm, just gone. And it stays like that for days, for weeks, for months. Crops start dying, temperatures drop, people begin to starve. And nobody knows why. This isn't some kind of a bad dream. This actually happened long time ago. And if you ask historians what was the worst time to be alive, many of them would point to one year, 536 AD, the year when the sun went missing. For a very long time, even for the modern science, what actually happened during that year remained a mystery. So just imagine how scared and confused the people of that time were. For example, a Byzantine historian of that time, Procopius, wrote that the sun gave off light like a moon, dim, cold, and unnatural. Romans described that year where winter came without storms, spring without its mildness, and summer without its heat. In China, it even snowed during summer. It was like the whole world was hit by a slow-motion apocalypse. This wasn't just something people wrote about, though. We can actually see the effects of this catastrophe in our modern times. Tree rings. With those you can tell how old the tree is, because every single year a new ring is added to a tree. And so when we look at the rings from 536, we see that the rings are very thin, meaning that the trees were growing very slow because of the lack of sunlight. And this didn't just happen in one place. Trees all around from the world showed the exact same pattern, meaning whatever caused this was very much global. And then the modern science dug deeper, literally, into the ice. Deep beneath Greenland and Antarctica, layers of ice preserved tiny pieces of the past, and when the scientists reached the layers from 536, they found something quite unexpected. Volcanic ash from a massive eruption. The volcanic ash blocked the sunlight across the entire planet, causing what's known as volcanic winter. Because of it, temperatures dropped across the world. Not by a lot, but enough to destroy the fragile agriculture of that time and cause everyone to starve. This nightmare lasted for about 1.5 years, but its effect would continue to haunt humanity for the next 4. And just as things were starting to recover in 540, boom, literally, another eruption. And the cooling with the lack of sunlight have returned. And just when it seemed like things couldn't possibly get any worse, they did. You see, because of years of starvation, cold weather, and lack of sunlight, people around the world were weakened, both mentally and physically. And something found the perfect opportunity to strike. A disease. Exactly when people had weakened immunity. It spread rapidly across the Byzantine Empire and beyond, killing tens of millions of people. Today we call it the Justinian plague. It most likely started somewhere in Egypt and spread across the world through trade networks. This plague caused approximately 25 to 50 million deaths, which, to put into perspective, back then the global population was somewhere around 200 to 300 million. At best 10%, and at worst 25% of humanity was wiped out. That's 1 in 4 people gone. Cities emptied, trade collapsed, entire regions were left in chaos. All of that started with something as simple as the sun fading away. Just a slow descent into darkness that changed the course of humanity's history. And for the people living through it, it may have truly been the worst time to be alive. Thank you for reaching to this point. YouTube thinks you will enjoy this video as well. See ya!